Hello, how are you doing today? My name is Otto and welcome back to the channel. All the video clips that you just saw on the intro were made with this camera. This is the Fimi Palm 2. It is a small camera that has a mechanical gimbal, and this will help to make your videos more stable. In terms of these small pocket-sized cameras, we have a lot of competition going on. But some companies like this one are trying to give you more features without paying a premium price. With that being said, the Fimi Palm is on the $200 price point. As you can see, it is very small, it is lightweight at only 145 grams. Inside the box, we get the camera, a USB-C cable, and a case, which I don't really like how it looks. It is difficult to place the Fimi Palm inside, and there is no way to charge the camera when it's inside the case. The good news is that I have seen some nice cases on Amazon for around $10. Let's not talk about the case anymore, let's talk about the good things. The build quality of the Fimi Palm 2 is good. It has a rubber grip on both sides, it feels good in the hand, it is not waterproof, but on the main body, we have a battery that will run for a maximum of 5 hours. If you're shooting 4K, expect that to be somewhere around 2.5 hours or maybe 3 hours. This weighs just a little bit more than the competition, but it is because of the bigger battery size. At the bottom of the main body, we have a 1/4-inch thread hole for tripods and a USB-C port to charge it and to connect it to your PC to transfer the files. Unfortunately, the Fimi Palm 2 will not work as a webcam. On the main body, we have this big joystick that can control the gimbal's tilt and pan, or it can control the zoom. I like to set it to control the gimbal, and the movement is really smooth. Below the joystick, we have the power button, and this button is also the record button. Double tapping or triple tapping that same button will recenter the camera or go into selfie mode. There is another button just above the screen that will turn the camera into selfie mode. Because this is not a physical button, it is going to be more quiet when you use it. And this is going to be especially helpful if you are a blogger. On the screen, you can review your videos or pictures. You can change the gimbal mode and you get access to the different settings. Something that I like on the settings is that you can customize the gimbal follower speed and the joystick speed. You can change the field of view of the camera to super wide or narrow, but narrow actually has a big limitation. You can't shoot at 4K or at 2.7K. You can only shoot at 1080p, and I don't know if that's worth it. On the screen, swiping to the sides is going to change the camera mode. We get the typical photo mode, video mode, slow motion, time lapses, panorama shots at 3x3, 4x1, and 1x4, and you can create short stories. Photo mode can be shot in JPEG and RAW. Slow motion at 4x is going to shoot at a resolution of 720p, which is not even full HD. Slow motion at 2x will shoot at 1080p, which is okay but not good enough. Slow motion can also be done by shooting at 2.7K at 60 frames per second and then slowing it down on post. And the reason to do that in 2.7K and not 4K is because the Fimi Palm 2 will not support 4K at 60 frames per second. Regular videos will support 4K up to 30 frames per second, and if you care about 1080p, it will shoot up to 90 frames per second. Manually changing the shutter speed, the white balance, and the ISO is quite easy. It is done on the main screen, so you don't have to dig around inside the menus. You can select any or all of those settings into auto mode, and you can also set a flat color profile. The Fimi Palm 2 has this magnetic camera, and that means that you can use the same ND filters that fit the DJI Pocket 2, and that is a big plus. I used my Freewell wide-angle lens with an ND32 filter, and I couldn't be any happier. Is there anything else that could impress me? Well, the internal microphone is just okay, but this little guy has an external microphone jack. So I tried this microphone, it is the Rode Video Micro, and the Fimi Palm didn't have any problems detecting it, and it just improved the whole experience with this camera. Something else that I do appreciate a lot is the fact that I can connect the camera to my smartphone over Wi-Fi. Connecting both devices is fast and easy, the app is very responsive, and the menus and the settings, they are clean and very well presented. It just invites you to stay on the app. I am going to say something, but this is not part of the review. The department in charge of making that app should also be designing this. I'm sorry, I just can't help it. I know it's not that bad, and now that I'm looking at the monitor, it actually looks kind of decent on the screen. But in real life, have you seen Uncle Rogers? You know Uncle Rogers, right? Everyone knows him. So this is the part where he would go like, hiya. Back to the review. So I like the stabilization of the Fimi Palm 2. I do like the fact that I can use ND filters that are easy to find on Amazon. I love the microphone jack, and being able to connect to the smartphone app without paying more is a big plus. The camera also has face tracking, and all of this for around $200. It is a good deal. But if you're someone who's looking for a camera to shoot 4K videos at 60 frames per second, or if you're looking for high quality videos or high quality pictures, you might not be so happy with this. For social media, it's probably going to be just okay, but the size of the sensor on the camera is definitely going to hold you back. I hope that this gives you a better idea for your purchase decision. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. And now it's time for me to say goodbye. So this is actually a good design. I mean, it's all soft on the outside, so soft to the touch. Who wants this hard anyway? Nobody's looking for hard. My name is Otto, and I am hoping to see you in the next one.